Hi, good morning, everybody. Here we are, and still in our current circumstances, still living on a fairly day-to-day basis, waiting to see what's going to happen. And on that subject, something that occurred to me as I was getting up this morning was the amount of times before my recovery that I engaged in what I would call one-day thinking. One day I'll be happy. One day I won't feel like this. One day my problems will be solved. One day, my money problems will be solved. One day I'll have a relationship. One day. And the thing about one day thinking is it's always a delusion, because you're putting off the solving of your problems to some unspecified point in the future, like a carrot in front of a donkey. And one day thinking is a great way of not taking action. One day is a great way of saying to yourself, well, once I've done even more work on my recovery, once I've read this book or that book, once I've really got drilled into the steps and really done my steps, which is as a great one dayism in step work alone, of saying I don't want to rush into it, I want to put it off and put it off and put it off, procrastinate. Once I've done all these things, then I think may I'll be happy. And of course this is a delusion. And the answer to the problem is that one day is always today. If you are someone who believes that a series of criteria have to be met, you have to have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of security, a certain amount of recovery, a certain amount of this, a certain amount of that, in order for this kind of mystical kind of happiness and contentment to come about, you are really going to be waiting for the rest of your life, no matter how much recovery work you do. So the trick really is to think about what it would feel like to be free. Really, instead of kind of just intellectualizing it, really imagine it really deeply. What would it feel like to be free? What would it feel like to be safe? What would it feel like to be comfortable? What would it feel like to be connected? What would it feel like to be joyous? And go to those feelings. They're there in you somewhere. Or they're in everybody. Go to those feelings. Much as we've practiced in group, much as we've practiced connecting with feelings, and bring them into today. You might say, well, I can't feel happy today because I've got a problem. Feel happy regardless. Act happy regardless. Reach for happiness regardless. Embrace happiness regardless, because it's there. I can't feel content because I haven't reached the criteria of, whatever it is I have to have in order to feel content. Well, then you'll never feel content. It's part of what they call in slightly coaching terms, faking it till you make it. Think about what that experience of happiness would be like, and give yourself permission and give yourself instruction to reach for happiness today, and to reach for contentment and safety and security today, or whatever it is you feel you're lacking, because tomorrow's too late. So that's my thoughts today on the one day isms. They're toxic. We just try to avoid them. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I will check in the group a little bit later on, and I'm going to be making my calls today, so I'll maybe catch up with some of you. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.